Hello and welcome everybody to Titans Esports League. Today we've got Elegy Esports versus Elysium. What was it? Elysium Luminaries, I believe? There's all these fancy names that sound the same. That was, it makes it very difficult to remember, especially when it's, both start with E's and it's... Anyway, I digress. I'm not a Valve Game, joined by Aussie here. And we've got an interesting match, to say the least. There's not too many seeding implications for this one, but it definitely could be some shakeups if, some waves are hit.
Yeah, well, hello everyone. Welcome in today. Of course, we got some Olympus gameplay coming your way on this fine Friday afternoon, or I guess evening now, for majority of the world. But we're looking at Elysium Luminaries, who are undefeated match score-wise, game record. They've only dropped a single game versus Elegy Serpents, who have not managed to win even a single game. So, granted, no matter what happens here today, Serpents will not move on into the playoffs as we are now entering the second to last week here. This game will be the second to last game of the normal split. And Elysium will have already basically guaranteed qualification unless, I guess, like something tragic happens. I guess, like they get ruled, like comp ruled or something. But I'm excited for today. Hopefully the Elysium kind of show off what they've been dominating with.
Well, are there any particular players that come to mind on this Elysium team that have really shown why this team is so powerful, or is it just the unit? Is it some standouts, or do you think it's just how well they've come together? Because they've only dropped one game, like you said before, so there's got to be something going right.
Yeah, I mean, I think, it's probably a combination of things, right? Like, I think they've had great success with playing like a team, like playing as a team. I think draft wise, from what I've been able to look back on, they seemed pretty solid. So obviously haven't been able to watch like all their games. I'm not like turbo scouting them out, but even then, I think they're doing. They've had a fantastic split, and Serpents have had some problems. I would say specifically with their roster, where Hero Joe started off as mid, and then they kind of like moved around Clarinet and Hero Joe, and then ultimately they didn't really have a mid laner, and then I think now they have like a real dedicated mid laner. So I think maybe just some roster problems really kind of put Elegy in their spot.
Well, that's, only so much you could do in those situations, but we'll see how these rosters come together and how these teams come together with the draft coming up for you very, very soon. Any heavy hitters did you see we want gone already?
Oh, let's talk about some buffs that happened on this last patch. We have Skarner, who did get buffed. Is not sure what that ban is, but anyways, we have Skarner who got buffed, so he could make an appearance in the future. Oh, there we go. Bans are coming in. Will be the Urgot. Urgot obviously is a heavy hitter here in that top lane. Also is kind of indicative if they're going to play something, as also the J4 ban away there from Serpents. I mean, J4 is a phenomenal jungler right now, so taking away the jungle presence of Panda a little bit there with that J4. Ashe, I think, is in a good spot right now. I wouldn't say she's like pick ban, but I think she's in a good enough spot to play her in most games.
Well, we'll see as these bans are closed out. Jinx gotten rid of, and we've got one more ban on each side. as we move into the picks. It is interesting to see this Evelyn taken away. And you mentioned the change around from the jungle and the mid. Do you know if either of these players have like particular comfort picks that they look towards because there's these roles that change around, or is that just you're not too familiar just yet?
I mean, I'm not really sure what the goal is here. I will say the Evelyn ban is just a Hero Joe respect ban. Wukong will be the first pick coming out for Elysium, which makes a lot of sense. The Wukong champ been very prevalent at Worlds and has not slowed down. Even for us, Yunara also one of those champs as well on top of that. So will be the Lilia answer in from Hero Joe, which is a preferable matchup for Lilia's. However, I have seen the Lilia get no impact where Wukong just presses ult and it's good.
Well, we see it followed up by the Felios and one more coming with it. I'm curious. You see this top pick on the side of the Serpents. I've never seen this character get played at all. I know absolutely zero about her. Hey, can we talk about it a bit?
Which one? I'm confused. Melio, Lilia?
No, the first pick on the side of...
Oh, Yunara. Oh, she's just a right-click AD carry. She just right-clicks you. She's
just a classic AD carry.
She's just a classic AD carry. She does a lot of teamfight damage, similar to Sivir, you know? And shout out to Fortiche for making her so pretty in the cinematic that we got today. If you haven't seen that, I recommend it. Won't spoil anything there as it just released today, so won't talk about it too much, but will be Karma. Karma has been in a great spot in support, one of the more banned supports at Worlds, and also one of the more banned supports here in Olympus. Milio, I think, is a great answer into the Lilia because you can just immediately cleanse off the sleep, but the Ornn takeaway is going to come through for Serpents on 4.
The Ornn's, we've talked about this before on previous casts. The Ornn is always just a solid top laner who can win some matchups, but also can just exist. He doesn't need to win matchups. He could just stall out, and then he gets those buffed items he can give to his teammates, and he's just a very, very powerful top laner. And he's got that ultimate in the late game, which is a big tool for those team fights. Orianna and Cassante are the finish up for the draft here, so top and mid lane respectively, and it's a interesting draft for both sides as Yone is the final pickup here. You see both these drafts now. Do you think a team won out or pretty even?
Well, let's yap a little bit here. So like Cassante will also basically just get to have a nice little lane into the Ornn. But something that is the most interesting, one of the most prevalent mid laners across basically every elo competitively, including at Worlds, is Orianna. And she managed to make her way to like B5 in this draft, which is pretty atypical. So interesting that the Ori is left in. There's a lot of teamfight tools here for Elysium between the Cyclone and the Shockwave. Dual synergy, which can be paired with a fantastic Moonlight Vigil coming out from Anaxia. That I'm really favoring like Elysium here. I mean, I think that Elegy have some good, they have good potential, but I don't like their draft just doesn't seem to function as well together in terms of cohesion in the draft. Like you have Ornn, who's going to have great follow-up on the Ornn Horn, right? Yone is going to be able to, secondary help dive with the Lilia. But the Lilia is really not going to have impact thanks to the Milio. So it's just going to come down to who can front to back better. And also Orianna, Orianna Milio plus the Cassante Wukong have such better counter-engage tools or, defending against, potential dive that is so snap heavy, especially from Elegy, that I worry that Elegy just put a little bit too much stake into the Lilia pick, into the Wukong, that it might falter.
Well, on the side of the Serpents, I see a lot of damage. And that comes from the Yone, from the carry on the side of Yunara, yes?
Yunara.
Okay. And then the Lilia can do a ton of damage, but she also's got that sleep. And like you said, the Milio can cleanse that. But there is a lot of damage potential here. And I feel like if they sit, find that pick that they want at the start of the fight, these fights can go absolutely in their favor. But at the same time, you see this fight out of Elysium, and that's a scary composition to go into. You got a ton of CC from the Wukong and the Cassante, followed up with that Oriana damage and that Aphelios damage. It's scary, to say the least. But I feel like the Serpents do have a bit of merit to their composition if they, put all their ducks in a row and play it correctly. I do think that you are right, though, that they have a harder time molding it all together. I think an ideal fight probably starts with the Forge God, Call of the Forge God coming in and hitting a couple. We catch them on a corner, though. We start on our terms. We don't let them start it.
So I think that or potentially like another benefit to Serpents is they have really good like fight weaving between like Yone with his E, Lilia with just her move speed, right? So you can try to force out some of like these ultimate options coming out of Elysium as an overreaction as Elegy here, because you're like, Yone's gonna go in, right? Yone goes in on your backline and then Elysium starts panicking. They use their shockwave, they use their cyclone, but then Yone just snapbacks to his clone, and then you still have other engage options between like the Call of Forge God or Lilia going in, right? So they do have great fight weaving that can aid them in this fact, but fight weaving as a skill is very difficult because you need to know your limits.
Yeah. I think that's an excellent way to describe it too. Instead of just, it's in and out of the fight. You're not full committing. It's not a high committal engage, especially with that Yone. You're going in and then you're zipping out. And I think it's even harder for the Lilia because she doesn't have that instant zip out. She has fast movement. She moves quick, yeah, but it's hard to move quick when you're stuck in place, getting knocked up, thrown around in 16 different directions. That's pretty difficult, We got to see how exactly they weave in and out of these fights as we get ready to weave you into this game very, very soon. I'm excited for this one because I really want to see just exactly what the Serpents can do in terms of this. I really like how you worded that, by the way, the fight weaving. That's just exactly what they need to do in terms of try to get something out, try to force something away. It is zip in, zip out. And then, did we get something? Okay, no, we can back up a little bit. We can wait and try it again.
Yeah, the one problem, unfortunately, here is that Milio only has to use ult for one thing. So you're not like, there's no ult pressure for Milio outside of Lilia ult. So usually, into things like a Poppy or like that, like champs that have such an impactful button in their kit, like the Poppy with her steadfast presence, the Milio, with the ults, right, being able to AoE cleanse, you try to overload your draft so that person has to think about a lot of use cases for their ability. Whereas here, there is literally no CC that Milio can cleanse outside of, I guess, a single target Karma Tether or Lilia ult. And Milio is just always going to preference the Lilia ult. Like, there's no reason.
If you're cleansing the tether as well, there
Yes,
are bigger problems than cleansing the tether.
It's cooked. It's cooked.
It is a bit more cooked than just that, because that's so spot on too. Like, there's only one thing that they need to cleanse. And there's really, because it's not really applicable to you can't cleanse Ornn really. You can't cleanse a knockup.
Yep.
You can't do that.
Can't cleanse any knockups, and there are a lot of that in this comp.
And you've got two options, and one of them is like, I don't know, you found $50 on the ground, or you found a penny. Which one are you gonna pick up? You can only pick up one, right? And which one are you gonna pick up first? Because you see somebody else eyeballing the money, right? You gotta get that $50. This Milio is a thorn in the side of the Serpents for sure, because this Lilia is just gonna, ultimate is almost completely negated.
Yeah, in most fights, unless Milio uses it for the heal, which does happen occasionally, but should happen sparingly enough that the Lilia will be struggling this game for sure. So yeah, I think it's an interesting draft look from Elegy. I just would have liked to see some more pressure into the Millia ult, so your Lilia has a better time, I guess. Like, I think the like fight weaving tech. I think we saw this in a T1 comp actually, where it was kind of just like this ebb and flow of, oh, we'll go in, up, you guys start trying to go in on us, so we walk away, right? Like, uh, it's great when it works, and it's really hard to pull off because it's so execution, like individually, like execution focused. Because if one individual overplays by like just a tad bit too far, it's instantly a 4v5.
Yeah,
But we'll have
it
to
is.
see, as again, at least coming in completely like only dropping a single game score, like a single game, not a match, a single game. One game of however many they've played so far. I believe it's 11, um, in terms of that. But regardless, we're loading up onto the Rift.
right now
Hi,
while we're
we're
waiting for the
back.
game to get back into it. Right there. Well, I asked you about the junglers where you want to get active. Do you think Wukong's going to visit back into that mid lane again, or do you think he's going elsewhere?
I mean, no flash on the mid laner of Jojo, but Jojo probably will be aware. Like, I do have faith in Jojo to recognize he is a gank threat, but level 6 will be online uh, for, for basically everyone, so it is a little scary. Potential gank there, but I think also there's a lot of strength in this Wukong just walking bot and just harassing the Yunara, who is having just such a bad time.
Yeah, she really does not look like she's having fun. There is a lot of poke going her way and almost went down for first blood. I mean, that would have been catastrophic because she's already so far down in CS that the first blood going to the carry of Elysium would have been so much worse. I can't imagine that being an outcome that Serpents are happy with at all.
Yeah, definitely not when Yunara is such a great team fighter, and also on top of being such a great team fighter, it's a lot of your team fight damage here. Hero Joe's gonna have a lot of consistent damage, but we'll be getting back into the game. Hopefully the problems League of Legends.
Oh, we're live. Hello. Good morning, everybody. We're now in the game. We've been talking this whole time, but we were under the assumption that you could hear us telepathically. But unfortunately, none of you have the ability to do that, and I'm just gonna call that a skill issue right now. And that's your fault. Anyway, aggression on the top side once again. This Cassante wants blood, but will not find it just yet. The Orange backing away once again. A little aggression out of mid, and nothing will come of it.
Yeah, in fact, it really doesn't get anything in there outside of an auto attack. He's actually up in CS though, despite the gank kill, and also not being the best Yone lane in the world. So Jojo making up for the CS deficit. But speaking of CS deficits, if you look at the top side as well, Elegy, Elegy really struggling. But look at this engage.
Big engage. The Wukong spinning out, trying to burn himself away, but it looks like it's too much damage. You see this Lilia on the chase, putting some damage down. Mango gets cooked and put away. On the chase is this Ornn. The top laners have rotated, but can we make the impact we need? Looks like some good damage is coming from this Aphelios, but is it going to be enough? Yeah, you see that fire back coming in from that Aphelios onto the Lilia, and it looks like it's enough to dissuade any more aggression from the side of the Serpents, but they're kind of dancing back in. You see this Yunara walking up, being the one to lead the charge is a bit ambitious from the carry here, but it seems like she wants these fights. She wants to take some hands here, but it looks like her blood is going to be spilled right after the Orange does. You see this Cassante on the chase, putting her down, bashing her head in, and that is a good turnaround from Elysium.
Yeah, it's going to be a great turnaround, but Thundermaster flashing forward for a guaranteed dead Wukong for no reason. So if Thundermaster had flash here, he gets to live, but look at this positioning from Storm.
Dangerous right now. The all-out was used. See if Storm can catch this guy. It looks like the Yone is on the run. Can he get away? A little bit of safety. He's got to warp back, though. Good damage, but it won't find anything. Karma's here to make sure his mid laner lives for now. Dragon being pulled and Wukong's burning it down slowly but surely.
Yeah, we'll be able to pick up their first streak of the game. Will be that Hex Tech. So two really great souls unavailable here. Hex Tech and Infernal Drake's gone. Will be that Chem Tank. Not Kim Tank. Kim Drake coming here. Kim Tech Drake coming out. So will be the Kim Tech soul. This game is Hero Joe. Should be okay to prance away. Maybe not.
Good steal away, but are we safe here? You know, you could steal it, but I don't think
nice
you can get out
from
alive.
Storm.
That was a huge push in from Storm. Storm on the chase, getting this Cassante, showing it what it could do. But the Ornn is here to back up his boy, and now Yone's here. Storm is in danger now. The ultimate comes out, slash up, put into the ground, but the push in is good. Can we finish up a kill? We finally do. Storm falls, but it looks like Orianna doesn't want to give this up just yet. Good damage in the return. The dash in doesn't find what he's looking for, and he will slip away.
Hey, they find a kill. Okay, well, honestly, this is just bullying now.
Yeah, this is brutal. This Karma is dead. She's just dead.
Oh my god.
No, she's alive? Insane. But right now, we're swinging around. We're knocking people up. We're chasing them down. Right now, we're looking for more. The Forge God is called in. Can we get the knockup we need? We do. Zed is in danger. Wukong falls. Zed will follow right after. That's 2 down.
Yeah, I mean, Elegy, for what it's worth, topside has been going very well for them. Jojo has been able to stabilize into the Orianna. In fact, they've made multiple great plays around the top side, like around their topside members here. Hero Joe is 3-0 and 2. You know, Terran has actually had quite a bit of impact on the Ornn so far. The only problem is this Yunara like difference is so massive here for Elegy.
That lead is gigantic.
Like they're literally walking. It's Karma.
The Karma's walking somewhere, and it looks like to her grave right now. So much damage coming from Storm. Followed up. Milio's here to help just to make sure it goes down. Extinguish falls, but Storm is taking quite a bit of damage himself, but it's not enough to be too concerned. Turn around on the Ornn, and the Ornn will fall. Double kill going to Storm. This, Lilia, will finally secure this Rift Herald, but it looks like her life is also secured. Put down. 3 kills going the way of Elegy.
Great fight from Elysium here. They do find the Herald
I
on
mixed
the
up their
side of
names. That was
Elegy.
Elysium.
Yeah, yeah,
Damn it.
you know, it's okay.
Skill issue by me right
Bound to
there.
happen. Bound to happen. We're here to clown sometimes, but no one is slowing down this Aphelios, and he is going to do so much damage later on because, I mean, to be fair, Hero Joe did try, but like the deficit is just 40 CS difference at this point.
Yeah.
To the point that their bot lane can't even walk up to contest against the Aphelios on the wave in between their towers, man. Which is so illegal for something like an Aphelios because he's just so easy to like kill. But they're not able to find anything. It's now Storm.
Trading back into the Ornn once again. So much damage going his way, but the Ornn looks like he'll be able to slip out for now. But this dive is definitely coming through. Action shredded. Is it going to be more, though? Looks like a bit of a back and forth. But no deaths just yet.
Nothing happening. I mean, I feel like Terran has been playing this lane state up top so low.
Yeah, this is so... This guy is... I understand you're the Forge God, but, like... You shouldn't play with this much fire. Very dangerous. Zed is in a lot of danger. No, he's not. He's got his boy here. Now the Wukong coming back to make sure it's safe. But the Yone goes in, does a bit of damage, but it's not enough. Ornn falls on the top side, and JoJo will fall right after. Looks like Lily is here to try to get something, but nothing will come of it. And top side falls, bot side falls. It's falling apart.
If he doesn't miss a Q there, I think he can maybe turn a kill onto Zed. But unfortunately misses his Q2, so won't have the Q3 for the knockup. Did try to outplay it. I appreciate the attempt, but yeah, it's the map is just really falling apart here for Elegy. Ornn dying under tower. CS is also about 40 difference, actually closer to 50 CS difference there in the top side. As well as, you know, on this bot side, that's about to be 50 as well.
Yeah, this is dangerous now. Fight engaged, though. This Aphelios is just literally just exploding people. He's dropping bombs everywhere. The knockup is there, though. This is a bomb to be put down. A big gold bounty going to the pocket of the Ornn. But is it going to be enough? We get a double kill for the Aphelios from beyond. Too much damage going into the Serpents right now, which means they're going to all fall down. The entire team almost is wiped. The Yone is nowhere near, which is why he doesn't meet the same fate as his boys. But they do get the Aphelios. I don't think it's enough.
Shutdown critically going over to the Ornn. You know, I don't want to say anything about the game being over, but I will say it. I think the game is just in a really bad state here for Elegy.
I know Ornn's not the ideal target. It's better than Karma.
True. It is Moonstone Karma, so that is true. But still, we really like outside of the Aphelios just being able to play so psychotic. This game finally gets punished for it. For the
that was
first
wild,
time
by the way. He literally just walked into 4 people and almost killed all of them.
Yep. Fat Aphelios things. Anyways, about that, he's about to finish his IE. He's sitting on every component. So that's happening soon. So that's why I said the state here for Elegy is not ideal. Nice snapback from JoJo, but Storm.
Storm is just clowning this guy. Absolutely slamming him. He's trying to chase him down. Will not find the kill, though. Too much distance created between them. Aphelios still a threat. The Rift Herald driving through, tagging him and the tower at the same time. But it's not going to kill the tower just yet. It's not enough damage. And up at the top, the bot side, Yone is going to die, possibly. But they do get this mid tower. Yone able to slip away just barely. It looks like this mid lane, there might be something here. But you have to watch this Orianna rotating down from topside. It is dangerous to play this close when the Orianna's making her way down. This could be huge. It's a pull in on a 1, but the shield is big. Can we turn it around on this Orianna before it's turned on us? We lose 2, and we lose 1 more. It is a bit too much to handle. The Ornn falls down. Everybody else is behind him. He goes down to try to keep everybody away, but the Oriana just kills too, and it's brutal.
Yeah, Yunara getting tagged by the shockwave, falling really low. Storm now in a predicament.
Yeah,
Is
this is
Cassante.
dangerous. He is Cassante though, and there is two of his boys here to keep him safe for now. Making that three of his boys because Wukong and he got Wu too. But Orn died now, and this is falling to pieces right now.
Yeah, Cassante just healed 327 health from Unending Despair off one tick. Anyways, the
Yeah.
Elegy might be packed out of this game, because Adicon is spawned up here. So unless Elegy find a miracle fight here to give them some kind of map control on top of getting the Adicon as well, might prove to be a little problematic for Elegy in the future. And the future is now because the IE has been completed for Aphelios. And they were struggling to deal with the damage already before the IE purchase. And Mango is literally just sitting here soloing Adicon.
Yeah.
It's really rough here for Elegy.
The thing is, right? They can kill this Aphelios. It's just that people are dying before it's happening, and you gotta find a way to at least mitigate that because somebody is going to die. That's just a guarantee at this point. And look at this. This Cassante is also just doing whatever he wants. There's three people up here. Can we stop the Cassante? Make that 4. It's a 4v1, but we're going under the tower, making a 5v1. We do a bit of trolling, but that's okay. Shut down on the Cassante. That went to Lilia, so that's a little bit better than going to the Ornn, like at the shutdown on the Aphelios, but it's not as big of a bounty. I'm still concerned because you see now we're posturing towards Aphelios, and that guy does big numbers.
You know, I'm gonna throw this out here. Ornn has 96 CS, right? He still doesn't even have his own item upgraded. So this late game scale, like he's not even gonna get any value out of his passive. Nothing is found. Jojo almost gets 2-tapped. Goodbye,
Karma's dead. Karma is gone. That guy is now past tense. As this mid turret is going to be put down, and opens up the inhib. It's dangerous, very, very dangerous now because we're going to be. It looks like we're pathing back down towards bot. When does Dragon spawn up? We've got a couple seconds on that, right? Or is it up now? Can't tell. That map is small.
Should be up shortly. Anyways, I think this one's all but over here. Elegy not really gonna find anything else. Ornn finally upgrades his Heartsteel, as actually we have a pause. So, maybe it's Elysium talking about how much more damage this Aphelios could be doing if he was given all the kills instead of just 5.
Now let's look at this on the bright side, right? Is there a way back in for the Serpents? I understand that you're saying that this game is over. But, what is the way back in if there is one?
Okay, so let's break it down a little bit. We need a couple more shutdowns on this Aphelios, right? We need to then get map control so we can start stacking Drakes for this soul. And then on top of that, we need to then kill Aphelios a couple more times after the fact to not only be able to win every fight that happens around the dragon, but also to then gain even more map control so you are then in a winning map state, which is a lot. Like, this Aphelios would have to die probably 3 times or so, and then the fight after that, like, he basically has to get instantly picked where he does no damage whatsoever, and then it's a 4v5, and then they win the 4v5, and with that, Elegy have to not use basically anything, because they have to have their stuff back up. Because Storm, it's a Cassante. Like, he's doing so much damage to everyone in this match. Jojo can't side lane into it. Terran can't side lane into it. So, I think Lilia could run circles around it, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm a little concerned here for Elegy in terms of their game plan of coming back. because it is a very tall task right now. Solely relying on the Aphelios being so disrespectful to the fact that with a Milio he is getting one shot like 3 times.
Yeah, I'm just. It's difficult for sure. Very, very difficult. As we try to figure out what exactly is going on for this pause, and I don't know exactly what we're doing, but it's still. I think it's entirely possible, even though you did mention it's a very niche situation where it is possible. The Zephelios is killable, and we've talked about it. We've seen it. He's died. He's not immortal. But there's a lot in the way. And we don't have we have like an engage tool with this Forge God, or do we try I want to say do we try and fight around, like try to kill people around the Aphelios, but I feel like that's just stupid to try and do that. Because that guy's just gonna kill all of us if we ignore him. So Aphelios is the key. Like we gotta open the door. We gotta break down that door. Right? He's got to be the one who dies. It's just so difficult to kill him. Anyway, I'm I'm just trying to find a way to make this better. I think it needs to just be a bit cleaner from the side of the Serpents, because the lead started at the beginning of the game. Like it was just there was an immediate CS lead. There was an immediate CS lead on the bot side. There was an immediate on the top side too. There was a CS lead. There's a gigantic CS lead right now. It's just we got to be farming a bit better. We got to be playing a bit better.
Yeah, gotta farm better. And again, Aphelios level 1 is not the best. You are kind of bailed out by having green, so you have Caitlyn range automatically. In like at level 1, which can be a little oppressive, but you have Karma, so you should get lane shove like majority of the time, because Milio does not beat Karma in shoving out the lane. Like Milio doesn't have like real damage against the wave. Karma can Mantra Q the wave, but we didn't really see that. Just so it's just been Aphelios basically turbo sitting at Yunara's tower line, poking her the entire lane to where the CS deficit has grown to like almost 60 now. It is getting worse. Has been over the entire course of the game. And Hero Joe did make a great play. Credit where credit is due. Did make a great play to punish the Aphelios kind of sitting at the tower line there. But it only happened once this game. Even when his teammates were behind their own tier 1, in between their tier 1 and tier 2, where Aphelios really has no escape option, they couldn't walk up to their tower. They couldn't. They literally had to watch the wave die as Milio Aphelios are sitting in their face, and no one on their team is coming to help them. In what should be really like a really illegal like play, because they had no backup. It was just them two. It literally would have just been those two. So like collapsing on that, I feel like could have been another angle here for Elegy to help their bot lane to find the pace they need. Like because it's not like Yunara's bad, right? Like Yunara's a great champ, scales really well, but your Yunara gets behind, right? And we're kind of seeing the difference here, where like this Aphelios just has such command over all of these team fights, where the Yunara is struggling quite a lot here. Um, Again, some good moments here from Elegy here and there, finding some picks, especially around the top side. I think the top side cohesion between Terra and between Hero Joe and between Jojo have been great when all three are playing with one another. The problem is like your bot lane is kind of getting sacrificed for the plays that you're making topside, when in reality your topside is an Ornn, right? Like getting your Yone ahead is okay, but you are putting yourself on the side of your Ornn, which is your weak side, right? You're weak siding your Yunara lane, which especially against something like the Aphelios Milio just shouldn't really be a thing.
Nah, I just especially with how explosive. Like you had a really good gank at the start of the game too, with that Lilia getting that 2 kills, one going to each the jungler and going to the AD carry. I just you could have kept going with that. correct the deficit at the start this Unara had, and keep playing off of that, because you mentioned at the picks and bans that we had this big team fight 80 carry in this Unara. She just pumps out the numbers in these team fights, but we can't put in the numbers if the numbers are going right into us and they're way too big for us to handle. We could have kept going further with this Lilia going bot set, and I know we talked about avoiding the Milio because it negates the ultimate, and it's the only real thing that we're ever going to negate with the ultimate. But still, we can get in, we can make up for the deficit that would started us out. And it's just unfortunate that we can look back on it, we could try again, and we'll see. This pause is taking forever. I don't think we know exactly what's going on between these two teams, but it is something or other.
Well, typical league things. Gotta pause. Gotta pause, who knows? Maybe someone's ripping one of those rift-bound packs right now. Mid-game. You never know.
I thought that was like a phrase for something else, but that is not.
No.
That is definitely not. What is a rift-bound pack?
Yeah, rift-bound pack,
I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's like a new card game from it's a league card game, basically. League trading card game.
I'm pogging.
Yeah. It's very, very me bait. And I'm doing my best to avoid it, to avoid buying any of the packs. Oh, see, speaking of it, literally they are talking about Riftbound in chat. Yunara Thundermaster actually pulled a signature Kaisa from one of their packs. So I mean, same wavelengths here, but yeah, Riftbound is interesting, I'll say the least. If you haven't played it, I would recommend trying it. Pretty easy card game, pretty quick as well, pretty quick matches. Hopefully here, pause gets done. Yeah, hopefully the pause gets done soon. However, I think we're going to take a quick little break, freshen up, and we'll see you when the pause is over.
Welcome back. It is finally time to get back in there with the two team names that sound the same, the Serpents and Elysium here. And we spent a lot of time talking about the possibilities of getting back into it. But right now, we're going to have to see if exactly when and where we get back into it. Because we see that we're farming up still. We're looking for the opening right now. And if the Cassante makes the same mistake that he did last time, and that was willingly dive a tower when 4 people were in front of us, we might have a way back in.
Hey, perhaps. Drake has spawned up here as we are now looking at the bottom of the map.
Yeah, as our cameraman has fallen asleep at his keyboard and has crashed into...
It didn't happen,
There we
chat.
go.
We're back.
We're back. We're so back. Anyway, Drake falling low as engaged on the Orin. We do secure it if we are the Serpents, but we're looking for the engage. Unfortunately, we're interrupted from the Forge God, so we don't get it off. We're on the run, going bot side, but is it going to be enough? There's some good damage going onto Zafilio. Shut down. He is. The Zunara pumps in the numbers. Looking to put down more, but the Yone falls. Hero Joe falls right after. We got to get out of there. We got to. We slow him down, but we're still making ourselves vulnerable here. It's still the chase is on. Zed looking for more, looking for some damage. The slows are good, though. So we get the Drake. We lose 2. We get Aphelios, which is big. I think that's a win.
That is all sense of the word a win for Elegy. They deny soul points. They find the Aphelios. And what's even crazier than that, Jojo found a great angle, but he didn't have Fate sealed up yet. If he had Fate sealed up, I think it's a much more winning fight for Elegy here, which means they're still holding out hope. Like, they're showing signs of life with that play. Teleport coming through from behind. I don't know if they're going to find the Cassante before he bases, which is a little unfortunate.
I mean, it's only a 4K deficit from the side of Elegy, so there's still definitely a way in. Not if Karma gets picked, though. We got to get out of there. All right, she's good. We're safe. But it's a fight, especially after that fight. That's huge, because now we can kind of get back into it. We see these gaps in the CS are still pretty large, but those kills, those turnarounds have been pretty big for it. We see Cassante in the mid lane, posturing to keep 2 away, but the knockup is there. Dash away. Baron pulled. Some damage going onto this Wukong, but it looks like they're kind of dancing back and forth, flirting with the idea of possibly engaging here. Good damage going down. The Drowsy is good, but we secure the Baron. If we are Elysium, but we're in looking for more Yone, putting some damage down, but Storm is on the chase. The Force God is called in, but it goes right through the middle of everybody, unfortunately, which means Orin falls down, finding nothing. Pop goes the Karma. Pop goes the Lilia. Possibly Mango on the chase will not find anything. No slowdown on the Jojo. Now we'll catch him with some damage. Slow is there. The tag down. Shield is good. Is it going to be enough? We're trying to slip away, and we will.
It's Baron, and they're threatening an end here. All of the damage dealers are alive for Elegy, though, but only Fate Sealed left.
This is dangerous. Very, very dangerous now. These turrets are falling quickly. The Nexus will be under threat soon. This Yunara is getting destroyed right now as the Yone gets popped immediately, followed by the Lilia. Another one is up now. Karma's back, but Karma will disappear as soon as she pops back in. Destroyed in the fountain is this Yunara as the game ends and Elysium take it.
Yeah, Elysium finally say, enough of this nonsense. We're just going to end the game. They do so. And Monaxia on the Aphelios. The key to open up the doorway here for Elysium. Dominating. Coming through against Elegy. I mean, to be honest, right? Like, we did talk about some problems in the draft for Elegy, which paid off there. Specifically, right, with the Milio into the Lilia at the Baron. Got a 2-man sleep, instantly cleansed off by the Milio, so they didn't have that engage attempt. And then it kind of just fell apart, because they don't really have great tools of, like, starting fights outside of Call of the Forge God, which ultimately didn't do very much in that fight either. Or the Lilia sleep, and the Lilting Lullaby just getting cleansed off is quite unfortunate. So, again, a lot of stock put in onto this Lilia early that maybe we could have found a different answer. However, Elysium pretty dominant that game, despite some shaky mistakes.
Well, the dominance will need to continue to secure this set for themselves into one more game, but we are going to a quick break. Don't go anywhere too far. Maybe get yourself a snack, maybe get yourself a drink. We'll be back soon, Titan Esports, for this set. See you real soon. Welcome back once again to Titan Esports, the Olympus division. We got Elegy versus Elysium once again, and if you look at the bottom of your screen, you see that those champs are blacked out right now, and that is because we are in a fearless format. Because the champs have been played, they can no longer be played for the rest of the set. And we see a champ that cannot be played for this set right now in this game, Jarvan being the first one banned away. And Ozzy, tell me, what do you want to see change?
Well, so far, ban's staying the same, so I guess neither team feels like it's they need a different ban coming out so far. But regardless, I'd really like to see Elegy just draft something really simple, you know? Like, just draft something that's really easy to play. Play front to back, and do your best to win team fights. Because they had some great team fights in that last game, even despite the deficit they were in. So, hopefully coming out here, and, also I'm going to bring up, Gebetto, who I cast with usually on Fridays. We talk about this a lot. I'll touch that B1 in just a second, which is also another thing we talk about, but when teams will ban essentially the same exact things on both sides, it does mean that you just will not play against those champs. Versus you're you should, in theory, have side-dependent bans. Because here for Elegy, if they just slam J4, like they first pick J4 here, I think it's fine, but we'll be the Jinx into the Viego Cho'Gath. Now, Jinx has some quite bad matchups still left available here. And it's very easy to punish, but it is going to just be LeBlanc locked in.
Now, I see damage on the side of the Serpents so far. I see a lot of damage, and that's all I really see. Now I see CC. Now I see frontline. That Amumu is going to help mend all of the, there's just all damage, and now Amumu's there for that jungle. He's going to be that tanky frontline presence that you usually see. Senna gonna be locked in. Now, when I last checked, Senna was seeing a rise in AD carry. Is she still that, or is she back to that support role?
I mean, I have seen both. In fact, even in tier 3, they are playing Senna support. So it is flexible, I suppose. I wouldn't say it's the best pick of all time, right? I think there's so many better options here to pick for the side of Elysium. But if they're happy to pick the Senna, then have at it. I don't think it's horrible. But me personally, I'm slamming something, something that can punish the Jinx a little bit harder. Like Tristana. Tristana is a great answer to the Jinx, because the Jinx is ever left alone by herself, she just gets jumped on. But we'll be the victor locked in here for Elysium. So something a little bit more standard than, say, the Senna. But they are keeping the flexibility between Senna support and AD carry alive here. We'll be your Jinx Renata.
Well done. That is I feel like that lane has the potential to do a lot, but also has the potential to just get caught and die. Because they have absolutely no movement.
Yeah, I mean, the bailout will maybe prevent a reset for the Viego, which is something that they put quite a bit of stock into this game, is to help enable this Viego, but we'll be Vayne Senna, so it is Senna support this match. Vayne has actually kind of made a rise back into the meta a little bit, especially around, around the tier 3, they've been picking Vayne quite a bit. Has been played at Worlds as well. So, now is Vayne great into this game? I mean, we'll handle the Scion quite well, but you do put yourself in a very susceptible position against the LeBlanc, against the Amumu. Jinx is going to be able to outrange you. Now, granted, if you, again, this is another thing with Jinx, right? If you can get on top of the Jinx, when she's by herself, it's basically impossible for the Jinx to kill you unless she's ahead. And Vayne is a fantastic 1v1 champ, thanks to Final Hour, and being able to keep up with the Jinx should be quite easy thanks to her passive. So I like the Vayne. I'm not sure I like the Vayne plus Senna combo here. But I'm not opposed. I'm curious to see how this is gonna work. And this could just also be like Elysium trying things out as, because again, next week will be our final like regular split, like regular season week. That this could just kind of be coming off as basically a scrim here for Elysium because they really have nothing to lose if they like drop games here. So I don't know. This comp is interesting to say the least. I think if you turn nameplates off or like team names off, I'm gonna give the edge to Elegy. I think it's way easier to play. I think it's exactly what I talked about. I would have liked them to see to play like this really easy, just play a team fight comp. Only exception to that rule is the LeBlanc, because LeBlanc does need to be creative. But outside of that, you know, they kind of did draft to what I would like to see them change up.
Well, I do really like. You mentioned at the start that you wanted to see a easier sort of game plan to execute because the last comp that they drafted had a hard game plan, and they didn't enable Lilia to like thrive because she was the only one that's ever getting that Melio cleanse. And now in this composition, you have a lot of damage. You have good setup. You have good front line as well. You have good tanky presence in both this Scion and this Amumu. So have that. But the Vayne, I really like this pick because I don't know. I never really see it in the bot lane. I've always seen it topside, which is weird, but I also understand why it goes there. I'm just curious to see how well this Vayne is going to function because obviously there's damage elsewhere in the composition, right? You've got this Viego, you've got this Victor who's just going to put in numbers, right? But this Vayne also can do a lot of work, and I'm really curious to see exactly what how do I even say that? Monaxia?
Yeah, Monaxia.
Monaxia is going to do with this. And like you said, they don't really have anything to lose with this set, so they are maybe being a little bit more loose with the compositions. But this Vayne, I kind of want to see it go crazy. I'm going to be honest. I really do want to just see it pop off like he did last game on the FL. It's a pick we're more used to seeing, right? But I really wanted to see it go crazy. I ask you this every time. Junglers, where are we going and why are we going?
Well, I think Viego is gonna look to try and find any early game tempo that he can, wherever that may be. The Cho'Gath answer into Scion has been pretty good. You can silence him out of his decimating smash. You know, with Cho'Gath's Scream, you can knock him up out of it. And then you have the max health damage off of your E as well. So Cho'Gath, great answer to the Scion, but specifically where Viego is going to path this game, kind of hard to gank mid because LeBlanc is pretty slippery. You could have an easy time potentially getting on the Renata, but you also have a Senna support. So it's not like you have like any of this crazy lockdown from your team that usually enables the Viego, which does give like this is where kind of for me feels a little bad in Elysium's comp. They don't have like hard guaranteed lockdown for the Viego to go crazy because they opted in for the Senna. So I am a little apprehensive about their draft. Again, this is a team that has literally only dropped a single game throughout this entire split so far. But for the Amumu, looking at this bot lane, getting your Jinx ahead, maybe getting your LeBlanc online as well, that could be very solid answers.
I mean, well, we'll see how exactly they answer that sort of question themselves. We are going to throw it to a quick break while they get everything set up, while we get everything ready. So don't go too far. We'll be back soon. Finally getting into this game after waiting quite a long time. Maybe you got yourself something to eat, something delicious, hopefully, as we get back once more to the game. And we have a bit of an interesting thing right there in the bot lane as we try to get aggressive. And we also have something interesting in that the Vayne is top lane. And Cho'Gath is the carry.
Vayne is top lane here for Storm. Storm had a pretty good lane phase. I'm still a little bamboozled in terms of why you would put the Cho'Gath bot when the Vayne just has, like, the Cho'Gath has such a great time into Scion to begin with. It's not like a completely unplayable lane, you know? Like, it's certainly serviceable, but unfortunately, here for me as a betting man, Elysium says otherwise, but it will be top lane start here for Viego. Will be spotted out on that ward when he gets the red buff.
Looks like LeBlanc is also in top lane right now. Not a role swap per se, but just a lane swap.
Yeah, this is actually quite good because there's a lot of kill pressure from the LeBlanc onto the Vayne at all stages. And Scion can just kind of infinitely scale into the Victor because the Victor early game does not have enough mana to kill him ever. So this is a really good response from Elegy, like lane swapping their mid and their mid and top, so that way the Scion has a way easier lane. Is appreciated here, and hopefully LeBlanc should be able to pop off. And funnily enough, Viego is pathing away from the Vayne top.
It's like on the bot side, there is some aggression, some damage. That's probably why he's pathing away from the top, because he's looking to see if he can capitalize on some aggression right here. And you see LeBlanc, we talked about kill pressure, but it seems to be going the opposite way right now as Vayne's put so much damage into her already. You mentioned both of these things, right? That this LeBlanc has so much kill pressure into the Vayne, that the Scion is such a better matchup. But last game, I'm watching the numbers right now, the CS numbers, because that was a big decider for the early game. And I think that's something we really got to keep our eyes on.
Yeah, hopefully the Jinx doesn't fall behind in CS as desperately as he did against the Aphelios into a Cho'Gath.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad.
That would be really grim here for Elegy, but yeah, interestingly enough, Ghost was utilized here by Storm to abuse the move speed difference, and really put Hero Joe in an uncomfortable spot. But with the lane prio in top, Clarinant is there. Also, will be the swap around JoJo, who had some previous issues in the last game. Seems to have been subbed out here.
Looks like it. But on the top side,
Oh, the
there's
chain
gonna be an issue
misses.
soon. The chain is off the mark, which means the bandage will be on the mark. Will wrap you up and put
Oh!
you down with the flash in to make sure you get the first blood. Turn it around, putting them down. The Vayne secures the first blood before going down.
The tumble coming out from Storm, picking up the kill with a honestly fantastic flash, but Hero Joe has no business walking up. There shouldn't have even been a kill potential back.
Oh,
And
speaking of
now,
kill potential, danger right here. Extinguish goes down from this interesting bot lane right now. Man, that was so much damage. I didn't expect the Cho'Gath to absolutely cook him there.
I mean, both members here are very immobile. So you did talk about that a little bit in the draft that they're pretty immobile. So Cho'Gath paying off against the Renata pick so far. But Scion is doing Scion things. He's kind of enjoying his time in the mid lane, which you'd much should be happy to see as an LG fan here. As realistically, right, you kind of do want your Scion to have an easy time because Scion is so prevalent right now and so strong. So Hopefully the Scion is the piece that they need, because right now he's kind of the only one that's doing well.
Yeah. Well, we'll see because right now the Scion, right? You mentioned that he has such an easier time scaling into this Victor, and it's mainly a mana thing. But you have this sort of how do I put this? Time bomb in terms of the Jinx, right? Because I know a lot of carries can be considered time bombs, right? Because you get that late game, but Jinx especially has that hyper carry potential. And you don't really have that in the same way for Elysium because you have a Cho'Gath. Yeah, you have the Vayne top, but you got Cho'Gath. Right, so you got to be careful exactly how long you take in this game. I feel at least. It seems like Victor isn't taking long. Victor, wrong person. Viego, the other V name, isn't taking long to get this Scuttle Crab, and is it maybe looking for something more?
Should be able to get the first Drake here with an Amumu ganking top. They do force Storm off of the wave once again. MR already built here for Terran in the mid lane. And as we can see, the Victor is doing no damage to the Scion.
Absolutely no damage to the Scion, but they look towards bot side. The Viego looks towards bot side, does not find anything just yet. Mango walking away, and gonna go back to farming. Seems now that the Scion is walking towards bot side just to cover the possibility of a regank, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be. An invade on the top side from this Amumu is nice, but again, you mentioned it just briefly. The Scion is not dying to the Victor at all. Do you think the Viego can kind of shake up that dynamic if Scion gets caught, or is it just kind of doomed from the start?
I mean, they can, but the Scion is already now so strong that is the Victor, like, they will force out the
Ooh,
flash from Viego, so double flash burnt here, mid-jungle, on the side of Elysium. Clearing up with a great gank, unstoppable onslaught in the bot lane.
we get a slam down onto the bot side. We're looking to take down this Senna, and we will take her down real quick, real easy. But the latch on with that bandage, we're looking to chase down, looking for more of this Victor in danger. But can we put enough damage down? No, Jinx will not be able to find it. Cho'Gath getting more damage into him, but it's not enough just yet. The double knockup is there. The stun is good, but is it going to be enough? Laser beam comes through, but nobody dies just yet. It's only one kill.
One kill for Elegy, and the brilliance here is, oh, oh my
Oh,
god,
you
Storm.
I am. You just got embarrassed. I am so
Oh my
sorry.
god,
You just got
Storm.
cooked.
Storm with the condemn into the tower there off of the deception. Absolutely disgusting as we coming out here for Elegy is, you know, they do get something going in the bot lane. Would have liked to have seen it on the Jinx, but with Flash Heal being available for the Senna, definitely the right choice to just kill her as fast as possible during the CC, so that way she doesn't have a chance of escaping. You would just have, would have preferred it on the Jinx, but oh well. But what's really been scary here for me is in this top lane play, Hero Joe is very slow with his chains when he goes in off of the off of his deception. So he just, or is his distortion rather, like he needs to just insta chain.
Uh-oh, we're talking about chains here, chain CC, but do we have enough damage to take this guy down? We talked about
Oh,
how he just was not dying. We do not have the damage. Hero Joe is literally 1 HP, and he's gone now. He was a hero, no longer. Storm putting some damage down onto this Amumu. Amumu looking to heal up a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. Viego slams down, but Vayne gets the double kill. Rocket coming up top, but does some damage to Storm, not enough to kill.
yeah, won't be enough. And Storm is just gliding. Like Hero Joe is literally just getting outplayed each time. Even trying to do some pretty funny maneuvers here is actually Terran.
Oh, Terran trying to get aggressive onto Zed here, but Zed is returning good damage. Will this guy finally die? Senna coming in makes it so that Zed is definitely not dead just yet, and Terran's gotta get out.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna kill. I was actually Joe.
Dangerous right now. Storm is playing with fire a little bit, but he's been playing with Joe this whole time. He's lowering him into a false sense of security to make sure he can get himself another kill. 5 kills in this vein right now. That's huge.
Yeah, really unfortunate is Thunder.
This guy's dead. This guy's cooked.
07
07. We'll miss
gets
you.
feasted as well.
Delicioso. And that is
So
all she wrote about that
stack.
jinx.
Yeah, WP stack there. We'll say as well that yeah, Elegy had some great moments, right? And by great moments, I mean basically a single one, but so far it's basically been really downhill from there. Here, Joe looking maybe a little too uncomfortable on the LeBlanc, or maybe some overconfidence because you know you have kill threat, that you kind of put yourself in a position where you put yourself behind. But the Senna Cho'Gath lane has farmed 3 plates off of this bot lane tower, and it's only 11 minutes.
This is brutal right now. You mentioned it yourself that this is an awkward on the top side. Maybe it's just matchup knowledge. You don't really know the Vayne that much, but right now you see this. Look at this LeBlanc on the run right now, and Vayne is zoning her away from all these creeps. It is. She got the wave pushed in, so it's not as bad. But now we see Terrence looking for some damage onto Mango. Mango will be able to use that explosive plant to get away and be safe for now. But they're posturing around Drake, and Drake is being pulled now by the Amumu, trying to pick up his first one now. Looks like they are going to contest. They don't want to give it up so easily.
Oh, decimating smash.
We'll get it. They're looking at this Victor, though. Victor is going to return some damage, but not a lot. Does get secured, the Chemtech Drake, by the Amumu. Sash onto him with that bandage, and the Senna ultimate comes down. We get a good Renata ultimate to follow up, but Sion is in the middle. We're looking to return. No damage just yet until Amumu takes all of it right to the dome. Bandage split open, but a double kill for the Amumu. No, that's not the Amumu. That's the Viego in disguise right there, ripping them all apart, putting them all down. And that is 4 dead for Elysium, or Elegy, excuse me.
Yeah, 4 dead, 4 Elegy. They find the Drake, and then are forced into this really awkward fight, but here's the replay here. So, the hostile takeover is decent. Nice slash away from Mango, though. They don't have enough damage, and again, the fight just evolves.
That knockup was gigantic, by the way.
Yeah, the knockup is great, but the big thing here is your comp works so well trying to kill one member around your Jinx. Right, but so when the fight is that messy, it's not that great, but look in the picture-in-picture.
Uh-oh. A fight coming in now on the bot side.
Oh,
we got this Cho'Gath low. The rocket is completely off the mark, but it doesn't matter because it's going to kick a minion right into the back of your skull right there. Put down the Cho'Gath.
Yeah, so far, Terran has been the bridge for Elegy. Has been playing quite well overall.
Very well.
Now, it is down 25 CS, but has 2 kills to his name. It's Mango.
We
have a teleport behind as well.
Yeah, we do have a teleport behind. We're looking for Thundermaster. We get pushed away, but there's some good damage coming down. Cho'Gath coming in now, looking for this knockup. Will he find it? Jinx gets a good juke in, but he's silenced out. She's put down. Good.
Oh, the reset!
Oh, the reset is massive from the Renata, but it's not enough. And the top side, by the way, Vayne is just having a field day, taking down 2.
Yeah, I want a replay of what happened top lane. Because she's literally half health.
Mods, can we check this guy's keyboard?
Anyways, great play in the bot side there, though, for like, it does end up being great, like, decent for Elysium, but Elegy played pretty well there. They do find the bailout reset on the Jinx, but unfortunately here, it's still losing them so much.
What was that?
Actually, Vayne.
Oh, up top side, you see the Sion contesting her.
Yeah, and he's dead.
Man, I'm dead. That's so
Storm is having fun. As yeah, here's the Oh, Decimating Smash. Storm is just gliding on them. Honestly, this might need to be your AD carry. Like, this guy is going insane on the Vayne. He has, like, is playing the Vayne so well. Look at
And this
this.
is the 2v1. Look at
I
this
mean, Hero
guy.
Joe, once again, just
Absolutely
can't land a
fried.
chain. Like, the thing is, like, the real thing about, playing LeBlanc is when you just store it, you can basically guarantee your chain if you, like, know what you're doing, but he's always late on like buffering out the chain. Still fine in the mid
Sure.
lane there.
Yeah,
But
little poke.
um but yeah, like he's just been so late on the chains that it's given Vayne opportunity time and time and time and time and time again. That would have been crazy if I linked up 8 times, but I don't think that happened. But 8-1 now here on the Vayne. 118 CS.
I'm gonna pretend like you did, and that was really cool. That was really well played. Anyway,
Oh, thanks, GoCaster.
that was great. Thank you, Mr. Cocaster, man. This looks like a contest on the Rift Herald right now. A little bit of a fight breaking out, but nothing too crazy just yet. You see the Scion floating, but I don't know. This is a very hard steal. Looks like Scion wants in though because his boys are here, looking to come in. Decimating Smash not coming out just yet. Hop over the wall. This is a little awkward now. Knocked up in the air. This Amumu is gone. Past tense. The ultimate comes out. The hostile takeover doesn't really do much of anything. We go forward with a rocket belt, but we're going to catch Extinguish. He's going to go down. No bailout this time. You fall down to the grave. Extinguish will fall very soon, possibly? No, Extinguish will get away. That's 2 down, 3 down, excuse me. And the Rift Herald going all the way, and we're hopping right in, smashing, going past the tower. No, we're going into it. And then we're going to hop in again, I assume, and smash in again.
I don't want to alarm anyone, right? But if we're looking at the gold lead here for Elysium,
It's
last
almost 10K.
game with like having
Look at
a
this guy.
great game.
Drift in.
Yeah, he
Where are we going?
drifted at top. We go on top. But last game, right? Elysium
No
had
shot,
much
right?
less
Okay.
gold.
I thought if he made that turn, that would have been insane.
They've had much less gold, right? In terms of their lead, but now they're already up 8,000 gold. There's been no barons taken, only the Herald now falling and being used in the last 2 minutes, and they're already up to a gold lead that mimics what they basically ended with last game. And last game was a pretty long game. Hero Joe will teleport bot lane.
Looks like a fight's breaking out, though. We're looking to get in and get involved. The Senate ultimate comes out. No bailout this time because Jinx falls down. We're looking for more, though. The Viego tags one. Scion gets one himself, but the Amumu is dead. We're looking to catch up to this LeBlanc, but LeBlanc is exiting stage right. In the meantime, we do have the Senna separated, but I don't think we really want her because now the team's coming through. The Decimating Smash doesn't find anybody, but here comes Storm, and Storm has been here. He brings the storm, he brings the pain, and all he has is damage. All he needs is his damage, and Scion is out of there completely, using that unstoppable onslaught to go. But it looks like we're going for more. LeBlanc is looking for something, but he is gone himself. It's falling to pieces.
We're almost to 10,000 gold lead, and we're not even to 20 minutes.
Yeah,
last game was really hard for Elegy to come back from.
This guy's dead.
This game might be even harder.
This Vayne is level 13, bro.
No way!
He stole it!
There's no way they happened. They tried to get the feast stack over to Monaxia, but Extinguish?
The Vayne just
oh my god, what is happening?
Extinguish goes down here. Storm is literally just throwing himself at the enemy gamers right now. Please, come on, take me. Let's fight. Let's go. He gets another kill for himself. He might finally die here. He will. Shut down.
It goes to the
No! Scion didn't want it either. You saw him walk away. Oh, he tagged him. Brutal.
Oh my goodness.
I think it happened because of the Thorn Mail, right? Or the T2 Thorn Mail?
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so they tried to get the feast stack over to Monaxia, which is why they were waiting.
Yeah. That I saw.
Clarinet finds himself a Drake, so that's cool. And then, for whatever reason, the vein of Storm decides to flash forward into the base of Elegy here for a support
Okay.
who is giving him 70 gold
Do you know what we call that in the business?
worth.
No, we call it intent.
No, it's worth. What do you mean?
It's if he killed all of them there, I think we just end the broadcast. But I think that like makes our like we blue screen. Anyway, LeBlanc just
Here goes
absolutely
that.
broke Viego's ankles, but it doesn't matter because she's dead. Oh my goodness!
Well, yeah, it's
Look at bot side. This Victor is not gonna be.
hey, Adacon's up.
Yeah, Adacon's up, but Victor is not going to be up for much longer. Decimating Smash comes down. We lock down the kill. Mumu gets it for himself. Adacon, time to be pulled, but it looks like this Cho'Gath and this center are coming into the bot side. This is where games are thrown right here is this Adacon, but it looks like we're getting in and we're getting kills now. Rocket Belt
Yo,
burn.
Jinx, you're
but
dying
do
to
we
the
have enough?
Adacon. Jinx, you're dying to
almost
the
died
Adacon.
to the Adacon itself, but it's not enough. Senna getting herself a double kill, turn it around, triple kill. Not a triple kill, it'll be 3 kills going the way of Elysium. Make that 4. Turn it around, maybe going for another? No, we're not going to get anybody. I thought that possibly Terran was going to get one, but no, he did not. Storm, in the meantime, gets the T2 turret up on top side. And Hero Joe is just like, I'm just looking for the minions. I'm tired, boss. Let me get the minions. And
Yeah,
he's
I'm
rolling
really,
into this guy does not care.
I'm really not gonna lie. Last game felt basically impossible to win. This game is probably even more impossible to win here for Elegy.
Okay, hear me out on this theory.
Listening.
We break Storm's computer. Like I break into his house and smash his keyboard.
Still think they win. Still think they win. I genuinely, wholeheartedly believe that in a 4v5, Elysium still win from this position.
That's wild. Absolutely wild. The thing is right now, even if you who can match Vayne? Like who can do it other than the entire enemy team?
Well, you know, in theory, it should have been this LeBlanc, but I have really bad news. Don't look the scoreboard.
No. This LeBlanc has not. Unfortunately, LeBlanc. I feel like that just may be a. She's not used to the matchup sort of thing, because in lane it's different from obviously in the late game. A mid laner knows what LeBlanc does, right? And we know how to kill an AD carry. Oh my goodness! At this point, you cannot walk up to her.
He got most of the wave there, so worth.
Oh,
He's also not worth very much gold.
He's not. Nope, but we get the sash in with that bandage, and we're looking for more. The turret goes down bot side. Sion will go down, but it doesn't matter. We get one in the mid as well. 1 for 1 in the turret. We're taking wins where we can.
You know what's really unfortunate is there's been quite a bit of kills here coming through for the side of Elegy, and Jinx only has 1.
Yeah, only 1. But we'll see if we can make it more right now, because it looks like we're trying to get active. Knocked up into the air is Thundermaster. Flying away now, but
Okay.
LeBlanc will get a kill onto the Senna. Has to slip away, but I don't know if she can. This Vayne literally just has a 6th sense for her right now, hunting her down. This Cho'Gath on the chase. We got slowed down, so it won't be too easy to catch him, but this Amumu is separate from the rest of his team. Cho'Gath is going to find him. We see the wraparound.
07.
Thundermaster is dead. Dead to rights. Real quick and easy right there. Extinguish will go down right after. Looks like Amumu is just trying to get away. Unfortunately, you're not very fast. And Cho'Gath will pick up the kill.
Yeah, and he gets the feast stack as well.
That could not taste good.
Nom 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 nom. I mean,
that guy's been dead for a long time.
The salty tears, unfortunately.
I don't think he's salty.
Yeah. So Storm is level 17 at 24 minutes.
Yeah, no, that's not okay.
In fact, he's about to 1v2 both of them here.
Yeah, Hero Joe is dead.
Oh, good God.
And here goes Sion's dead too. Now we just walk away and don't die to this guy.
Okay, now you lifesteal off the wave. Jinx
The
rocket will miss.
Goes past my window.
Okay, and then you 1v1 the Jinx.
No, we don't need to 1v1 anybody. We're busting it down mid right now. We're blasting through, putting people down right now. We will lose Senna, but I don't think we're too concerned about that. Vade's concerned about padding that stat line. Godlike Storm has been. Godlike Storm will be currently. We put down this turret. Nobody can stop this guy. And we'll keep pushing. We'll stall this last guy out, too, because we could just end the game right now. The only person alive is being chased right now by some guy who's a bit edgy, right? We've got a threat on this inhib. We got a threat on the inhib on bot side. It's already gone. A lot of danger right now. This gold lead is now 14,000 gold in the favor of Elysium, and we're posturing to maybe... No, we're resetting. I thought that maybe they were looking for an end, but no, they're not.
Well, I mean, they definitely could have ended if they wanted to. It's not like they have any, like, there's any defense.
I mean, Vayne just kills everybody.
Yeah. So, but we will go to the Baron, maybe.
Hero Joe?
Hero Joe, just stopping some bases there. Well, they will get the resets in. I'm just saying, look how legal it is for the Senna to be up by herself because she's literally so far away from teammates, and they are going on her.
My lord, is that legal? Like, this is insane.
Just crime after crime getting committed by Elysium, and they're walking
right now, this
free.
Cho'Gath is by himself too, and this doesn't matter. Knock him up. We've got some damage going to this Cho'Gath. That guy's dead. Past tense, real quick, and now the boys are here, and this is dangerous. And has been dangerous, but it will continue to be dangerous. There's no sign of Vayne, but she doesn't need to be here right now because her team is ripping them to shreds. Right now, though, the support is falling low, but I don't think it matters if Senna goes down. We see the Scions pinned to the wall. Storm's here at level 18 at 26 minutes in. You're backing? Why?
Well, you know, your Jinx is Pharma bot wave. So
she stopped backing. Cho'Gath is pushing down these turrets. This game is going to be over very, very soon. I assume, at least. Jinx is here. Thundermaster, unless you literally summon a thunderstorm to destroy the computers of everybody on the other team, I don't think it's possible for you to save this game. But it could be. You see that the support is falling low. Cho'Gath also taking a bit of damage, but can we finish any kills? Hero Joe is gone. So is Renata. So is Thundermaster. And this game will be gone very, very soon. Storm making an absolute masterclass in this vein. Destruction coming from Elysium, and we're farming people with base right now. We're not even bothering. Cho'Gath going into tanking to make sure we get this kill. Scion gets the turnaround, absolutely demolished Storm right there, outplayed in every regard. And now the game is over. Elysium take the set 2-0.
Elysium popping off in the set. Storm in particular on the Vayne. Ignore what this graphic says.
The graphic is in fact wrong.
I'm just saying, if Storm it can play Vayne this well, bro might need to roll swap. That was so crazy.
That was disgusting.
47,846 damage. And look at Vayne's build here. Bork, Gwynsu's Witsend, upgraded Merc Treads, Hexplate into some like armor item. This Vayne was going to be completely unkillable, even if like the game goes on for longer. The fact the game went on for 27 minutes when they had a 10k gold lead at like 20 minutes is mind-boggling. But they were definitely playing with their food in this match.
They definitely were. But it looks like you guys wanted to play with your food anymore. You can maybe finish it. You probably already ate it on the way here, but there might be little bits that you've been playing with while watching the set. Regardless, that will be it from us here at Titan Esports. I'm Not a Valve Game, joined by Aussie, and on production, we've had Freelance and Shivam joining us towards the end here. Appreciate you hanging out with us, and we'll hope to see you next time. Have a great night.
Peace, everyone.